We're starting our English reading now. Wednesday night, Parashat Bo. We're going to talk about niggunim, so get ready for Yud Shvat, niggunim of the Frierdiker Rebbe and of our Rebbe. What should we start with? It's a good question. I can start a different niggun that I didn't know last time. Rachamana de Ane. So I started with a niggun that the Rebbe taught. I'm going to check which year he taught it. There were a number of years that our Rebbe taught niggunim. So we're going to do as many as we have time for. I started with one we didn't have time in the Hebrew. Where are you? Rachamana de Ane. I'll find which year it was. And then I have to translate it to the Goyish years. Where are you? Rachamana. Oh, Tafshin Kaf, 1960. The Rebbe taught it. No, it was 1959. Simchas Torah was still 1959. And he taught Rachamana. He said in the beginning you started with pleading, and then you go over to become more and more emunah bitachon. The Rebbe is going to answer us, and then we just sing it as a dance. So that was Rachamana. I want to start the nigunim of the Rebbe Rayatz. There are not many nigunim. Actually, there's no nigun from the Rebbe Rayatz himself. He didn't write any nigunim, but he liked many nigunim. And one of the musicians in his time, that many of the nigunim they were singing are his, was Rabbi Aaron Charitonov. The Beinoni, the nigun of the Frierdiker Rebbe, is his. But I want to do other nigunim by Rabbi Aaron Charitonov first. I'll do one of my favorites. Let's do one I didn't do before. It's called Nigun from Kremenchug. It came from Nikolaev to Kremenchug, Kremenchug to Nikolaev. It went two ways. As far as I know, it's also his. Some of the most beautiful ones of Shabbos and Yom Tov are also his. Let's see. Which one is this? They used to sing it with the words, sometimes with the words of Yechatsheu. I should have done it last week, but I didn't. Where are you? I have to say I'm very busy these days. I'm recording the next CD of Rabbi Ginzburg, so I'm busy. Baruch Hashem. Where are you, nigun from? Kremenchug. Help, help, Dina. You always save me. Maybe you save me again this time. Here it is, 69. Okay, finally. Showed up. Oh, it's from Avraham Charitonov. It's the father of Charitonov. It's his father. Yechatsheu. So let's do it. So I got mixed up, but you got the niggun. It was from the father of Rabbi Aaron Charitonov. Now let's do one from his, which is a well-known one, Shabbos and Yom Tov Niggun. There's many of them that are attributed to him. I like this one. So that's one of the nice ones that Rabbi Aaron Haritonov composed. Here's another one that we didn't do in the Hebrew class. Nigun Litva'adut from Rabbi Aaron Haritonov. Also one of my favorites from Rabbi Aaron Haritonov. Now I played these nigunim also because it's the time of the Rebbe Rayatz, but also to show you that when the Aaron Haritonov composed the nigun the Beinoni, he wasn't very happy about it. He felt like it wasn't one of his nicer nigunim. He had such nice heart-pouring nigunim, and this one was heavy, was more out of the thought than out of the heart. But when the Rayas, the Frierdiker Rebbe Yosef Yitzchak Schneerson, when he heard that nigun, he really loved it. He liked it so much, he said you can hear in this nigun what the Alter Rebbe meant in the Tanya to be a Beinoni. That's why it's called the Beinoni. Now the number is 46 in Sefer Nigunim. Dina, that's for you. Number 46 in Sefer Nigunim, it's called the Beinoni. There's a version written in the Sefer Nigunim, and there's a version that people sing. I want to show you the third part of the nigun. People usually get mixed up. And even the Frierdiker Rebbe said, my son-in-law is going to come and he knows to play it well. He's going to teach you how to sing it right. And till this day, I think they sing it wrong. But I'm going to show you right now what is written in Sefer Nigunim, and then we'll do the version that everybody sings. So in Sefer Nigunim, it's written like this. I'll do the key. It's written here. Very simple way to get off from the high part. The way people sing it today goes like this. And that's the way we're going to sing it, because that's the way people know it. Don't start whistling. I'm threatening the microphone. If it starts whistling, we'll have to make it lower. Because it's stronger now, right? I got it stronger.
Who wrote the other one? What's the difference between the two?
It's just one of them is a mistake, one of them is the right way. I don't know which one is which. I believe that what's written in Sefer Nigunim is the right version, but no way I can prove it. So I was told by Rav Ginzburg, when you teach it, teach the version in Sefer Nigunim. When you sing it the way everybody does. So we'll have achdus between all the people. So let's have Niguna Beinoni, written by Rabbi Aaron Charitonov. Rebbe Rayatz really loved it. That's why it's considered his nigun, even though it wasn't composed by him. So that's the Beinoni from Rabbi Aaron Charitonov. One more from Rabbi Aaron that is connected with the Rebbe Rayatz. That's the nigun that he wrote for the Frierdiker Rebbe's coming out of prison. For years I was wondering why this nigun is not so happy. It's not a very happy nigun. It's a little heavy also. Till I learned, to my amazement, that it was written before the Rebbe got out of prison. When he was still in prison, Rabbi Aaron wrote it for the time the Rebbe is going to get out. He had so much emunah and bitachon that the Rebbe is coming out that he wrote it. So this we do here in the nigun. There's a lot of bitachon. So, that's another niggun by Rabbi Aaron Charentonov, written for the Rebbe Rayatz before he came out of prison, in the honor of his getting out of prison. When he got out of prison, there was a chassid there that was so happy, he was dancing around, singing and dancing. I think it was Rabbi Michael, either Dworking or Michael, I don't know. Oh, Benjamin Altos? No, it wasn't. I don't remember. But it was Net Yed Nikavo. Net Yed Nikavo, kom je baga adnavo, ay, 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 Net Yed Nikavo, kom je baga adnavo, ay, 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 Net Yed Nikavo, kom je baga adnavo, ay, 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 Net Yed Nikavo, kom je baga adnavo, ay, ay, Net Yed Nikavo, kom je baga adnavo, ay. I'm not scared of nobody, just from Hashem. There's a story when he was young. He was on the train, going from somewhere to somewhere, maybe as a messenger of his father to do some Mesirat Nefesh to save the Yidden in Petersburg or wherever. And somebody calls him from the car of the train, come, Schneerson, come join me. And the person that called him was some kind of cousin that was also named Schneerson. But Schneerson was a little farther away already from the Hasidic way. He was a Rav in charge of some town by the government. He was a Rav for the government. So Rav Mitam, working for the government, couldn't really be free to do what he wanted. So this Rav calls him to come into the car. And in that same compartment in the car, there was a big Russian general. Big, always. In a high degree, whatever, he probably had a lot of medals. And the general didn't really like this Hasidic-looking youth. He was like about 17, 18. He didn't like him on the car with him. And he got upset about it. And at some point he got up and he started screaming, "You killed our gods! You did such a terrible thing!" That person, the beginner of the Christian movement. And he was getting angry and angry. He probably drank a lot before. The Frierdiker Rebbe, Rabbi Yosef Yitzchak, as a young boy, 17 or 18, he got up, he banged the table in the car, and he said he was a traitor and he deserved, death punishment. And the general heard this. He was very shocked. Somebody dared to speak to him, and whatever he said was in the language of the army. He couldn't argue about that. It was simple, that's an army rule. If somebody is a traitor, he's being killed. And he was quiet the whole way from then on. So that was Yosef Yitzchak. As a youth, he had Mesiras Nefesh. I don't know him anymore. I know there's a niggun called Atzabehem Kesef Zahav. I heard it. I don't know it. I don't have the notes. So I can't sing it for you, but I'm going to send it in the group, Ezal Hashem. So whoever's in the group, I'm going to send you Atzabehem Kesef Zahav. I have also a funny recording by J.J. Hecht singing it with a bunch of kids in some rally, and he's screaming in the middle. It's very funny. And they said that when the Frierdiker Rebbe heard this song, he used to laugh. Because he wasn't scared of the Russians, even though they were tormenting him and they wanted him killed, but they didn't succeed. And once being in an interrogation, when he was in prison, the last time before they threw him out of Russia, and he had to leave, the guard, whoever it was, the one that was interrogating him, took out a pistol, and he said, "You see this little toy? This little toy convinced so many people to start talking." So the Rebbe looks at him and says, "This little toy can work on somebody who has one world and many gods. But whoever has only one God and two worlds, this toy doesn't scare at all." So that was the Rebbe Yatz. And his Yartzeit is on this Shabbos, on Yud Shvat. And we want to do niggunim of our Rebbe when he got the Nesiut. So I don't have a song for the Nesiut, but I have songs that the Rebbe taught. When the Rebbe became Nasi, he found that the Hasidim forgot many songs because of the Holocaust. And he started teaching a lot of niggunim So we'll remember that. The first one he taught was Tzama Lecha Nafshi, which attributed to the Alter Rebbe himself. But people forgot it. They forgot it. The Rebbe had to teach it again and again and again till they remembered it. It was Simchas Torah. No, it was Chag Shavuot Tafshin Gimel. Shavuot 1953. 1953. That's when he taught the first one. This Tzama Lecha Nafshi. So let's do this one. So that's niggun the Rebbe taught in 1953 on Shavuot, and it's attributed to the Alter Rebbe. The same year or the year after, 1955, on Pesach, the second night of Pesach, the Rebbe taught Vehisha Amda. Now the niggunim of the Rebbe, we don't know who wrote them. We know the Rebbe taught them. The one we just did is attributed to the Alter Rebbe. The Rebbe kept saying, these are all niggunim that I'm teaching. We don't know where he knew him from, but there were so many niggunim that he grew up with. And this specific niggun, Vehisha Amda, that he taught on Pesach 1955, I saw in a notebook of all niggunim that it's attributed to Karlin or some other Chassidut, so we don't know where the Rebbe got it from, because he taught it, but it's so long ago that we don't know where it came from. Not the Rebbe, the niggunim. Some niggunim are very, very old. So let's do Vehisha Amda. שבכל דור ודור עומדים עלינו לכלותנו. אלה שבכל דור ודור עומדים עלינו לכלותנו. אלה שבכל דור ודור עומדים עלינו לכלותנו. עומדים עלינו, עומדים עלינו לכלותנו. והקדוש ברוך הוא מצילנו בידיו. והקדוש ברוך הוא מצילנו always relevant. Every generation that they're trying to annihilate us and they won't be able to because Hashem is saving us from their hands. Vehisha Amda. That was 1955. Now the next year, 1956, on Pashat Balak, the Rebbe taught Asadar Sudata. There's 3 poems written by the Arizal that they sing in 3 different meals of Shabbos. And this one is the one sung in the morning meal. And the Rebbe taught a very simple, happy tune for it. And let's do it. הסדר לי סודתה וצמות תפרבתה ואז מן בהשתה ואז מן בהשתה אז מן בהשתה ואז מן בהשתה תיקה תיקה תנישה להורים ובחמתה 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 ודבי תחילן האפשר and it goes. It's a round niggun, you can't stop it. So the thing is, עיני אדוננו מורנו ורבינו מלך המשיח, מלך המשיח, מלך המשיח, מלך המשיח לעולם לעולם ועד. And still there's no end to the niggun, so somewhere you have to stop. So that's the cute Asada di Sudata. Now the year after, 1957, no, actually it was still 1956 because it was Simchat Torah and it was already Tafshin Yud Zayin, but it was still the year before. The Rebbe taught this niggun. It's 194 in Sefer Nigunim. It's the happier one. There's 2 Kianu Amecha that the Rebbe taught. This is the first one he taught, which is the happier one. It's Keneged Bina. It's also round. It's hard to stop it. Usually on Yom Kippur, that's one of the saddest points for me in Yom Kippur is that they would stop singing and that they were going into the vidui, but I love this song so much. such heartwarming niggunim that the Rebbe taught. We said in 1956, right? Simchas Torah. The year after, and Simchas Torah, which is 1957, the Rebbe taught Tzama Lecha Nafshi. The other one, he taught two Tzama Lecha Nafshi. This one, it has beginning with Hebrew words, and then it goes into Russian or Ukrainian. The words in Hebrew are clear, Tzama Lecha Nafshi, my soul is yearning to you. I have thirst for godliness. I want Kedusha, that's all I want. But then comes Yetzer Hara and tries to bother us, and that's why the words in Russian are saying, Ech ti durin Marku, hey you, stupid Marku. What are you doing in the market? You're not buying, you're not selling, you're just causing trouble. Hey you, stupid Marku, what you're doing in the market, nothing buying, nothing selling, only causing trouble. So these words go very well with the melody. Now, after we say the words in Russian, complaining, the Yetzer Hara, leave us alone. What are you bothering us? We say again, Tzama Lecha Nafshi. We're getting even stronger because the tough kid, the Yetzer Hara, the job of the Yetzer Hara is trying to make us work harder. So after we say, Marco, stop bothering us, we say Tzama Lecha Nafshi again, even stronger. And then we say again, Marco, but stop bothering us. And we say Tzama Lecha again, and goes round and round. Hey, Tzama, 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 Tzama Lecha Nafshi, Kama, 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 Kama Lecha Basari. Hey, Tzama, 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 Tzama Lecha Nafshi, Kama, 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 Kama Lecha Basari. Ech tidurin Marku, shtoti yad yeshna ya Marku, nekupla yeshne prada yesh tomkara bisvarko. Ech tidurin Marku, shtoti yad yeshna Marku, nekupla yeshne prada yesh tomkara bisvarko. Hey, Tzama, 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 Tzama Lecha Nafshi, Kama, 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 Kama Lecha Basari. Hey, Tzama, 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 Tzama Lecha Nafshi, Kama, 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 Kama Lecha Basari. Hey, you stupid Marku, what you doing in the market? You're not selling, you're not buying, only causing trouble. Hey, you stupid Marku, what you doing in the market? Buying nothing, selling nothing, only causing trouble. Hey, Tzama, 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 Tzama Lecha Nafshi, Kama, 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 Kama Lecha Basari. Hey, Tzama, 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 Tzama Lecha Nafshi, Kama, 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 Kama Lecha Basari. Ech tidurin Marku, shtoti yad yeshna Marku, nekupla yesh lepata yesh tomkara bisvarko. Hey, you stupid Marku, what you doing in the market? You're not selling, you're not buying, only causing trouble. Hey, Tzama, 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 Tzama Lecha Nafshi, Kama, 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 Kama Lecha Basari. Hey, Tzama, 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 Tzama Lecha Nafshi, Kama, 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 Kama Lecha Basari. How much time we have? Not much left. He taught Shamil the year after, Simchas Torah 1958. But we did it last week. We're not going to do it now. I'm going to send it in the group. I think I did send it today. So whoever joins the group, I'm going to send more niggunim. Rachamana Ne'ana we did. Ata Bechartanu, and Simchas Torah Tafshin Kaf Aleph, which means 1960. Simchas Torah. Ata Bechartanu. Ata Bechartanu has two parts. The first part is the very clear, simple, organized one. You know those that dishes are always in place, and tables are always clean, and counters are always empty. Those are the tzaddikim. But most of us are Baalei Tshuva. And the Rebbe said the first part is the tzaddikim, everything goes very straight. The second part, which is Baalei Tshuva, everything is double. Because the Baalei Tshuva keep flying to Shia. Everything is doubled, and it's double power, and double happiness, and double force, double, how do you call it? We're connected and much closer. You know that when they say that when we do averos or something, that one thread is getting cut off, and if we do too many averos, the whole rope is torn. But if you do tshuva, then you tie the rope is even closer. So Baalei Tshuva, when we do tshuva, we're even closer to godliness. They say the place where Baalei Tshuva are standing, tzaddikim can't reach. Baalei Tshuva are much higher, and you can hear it's much happier, much more dedicated, much more, and everything is twice. ורצית בנו, ברוממתנו ושמך הגדול והקדוש עלינו קראת. אתה בחרתנו, אתה בחרתנו מכל העמים, מכל העמים. אהבת אותנו ורצית בנו, אהבת אותנו ורצית בנו, ברוב אותנו מכל החיים וקידוש ובמצוותיך וקרבתנו מלכינותך. שמך גדול עלינו קראת. So that's Ata Bechatano, the Rebbe taught in 1960. Now, the year after, Simchas Torah 1961, Tafshin Kaf Bet, the Rebbe taught Anin Zmirot, and he told the whole story with it. We did the story before Yom Kippur. We don't know the story now, but let's do the niggun. And again, we don't know who composed it because we don't have a source. The Rebbe told the story about some chassid that they found Motzei Yom Kippur singing this niggun. It could have been the Rebbe himself. We don't know. עני זמירות, that the Rebbe taught. I said 1960, where was it? No, I lost it. I lost the page. Thank you, Hashem, we'll find it. Yeah. So that was עני זמירות. And he taught it in 1961. Now, the next year, 1962, Tafshin Kaf Gimel, the Rebbe taught Stav Yapitu. We have time? We don't have that much time. Let's do it anyways. We did it for after Simchas Torah, no? כשאנחנו ביחד אומרים לחיים, כלומר יש אחדות, אז השם שומע מן השמיים. זה הניגון הנפלא הזה. לכן talking Hebrew instead of English. When we are together, when we have achdus, when we are together, then Hashem is going to listen from the heavens. That's why I wanted to do it now anyways. There's a few more that the Rebbe taught. Let's see if we have time. One of them is Ki Anu Amecha, the second Ki Anu Amecha. It's very, very short niggun, very simple. There's not really much happening. I'm going to do it on purpose, exaggerate it. That's the whole song. It repeats itself over and over and again. So why isn't it's not boring at all? Because the harmony gives it a translation. It gives it a perush. It's explaining it in so many different ways. Ki anu amecha ve'ata Elokeinu, anu banecha ve'ata avinu, anu banecha ve'ata Elokeinu, anu banecha ve'ata. I don't remember all the words, but never mind. this very simple song was taught by the Rebbe at that year of 1963. Now, in 1964, which actually in the Hebrew year it was the same year, it was the last one the Rebbe taught, which is the Hu Elokeinu. Hu Elokeinu, I think, is attributed to Rabbi, what was his name? He was the Chazan in Lubavitch. What was his name? I forgot his name right now. If I remember, I'll let you know. If not, I'll write in the group. Whoever joins the group, there's a lot of things happening in the group. Is going to be very interesting for you. Cheskel, I forgot his name. He was the Chazan in Lubavitch. I remembered the last hour, now I forgot. I can't find it here inside that he said. Yeah. So let's do Hu Elokeinu. We sing it in the davening and whoops. Why did I get out? I don't see myself. I'll ask you. Here you are. Okay. Hu Elokeinu, Hu Avinu, Hu Malkeinu, Hu Moshienu, Hu Yoshenu v'Yigalenu, ay 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 ay, שנים בקרוב, וישמיענו ברחמיו לעיני כל חי לאמור, הן גאלתי אתכם אחרית כי ראשית להיות לכם לאלוקים. הו אלוקינו, הו אבינו, הו מלכנו, הו מושיענו, הו יושיענו ויגאלנו, איי 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 איי, שנים בקרוב, וישמיענו ברחמיו לעיני כל חי לאמור, הן גאלתי אתכם אחרית כי ראשית להיות לכם לאלוקים. The Rebbe said with this song we're going to go and greet Mashiach, Hu Elokeinu. Tell him he's belonging to us. Any questions? Any remarks? Any pleas? Anybody wants to join our WhatsApp group? There's a quiet group that can just get notices, and there's also a lively group that hopefully there'll be a lot of discussions and interesting things. I'm going to send you now the link. Not the link. I don't know how to put the link here right now. My mail, niggunim2 gmail@gmail.com. Anybody who wants to ask me to join them or be in the mailing list or in the, did I write it right? No, something wrong here. I wrote a thing instead of a dot. What's going on here? Is this correct? gmail.com, I hopefully. You'll figure it out. niggunim2@gmail.com. Or my phone number, 054 453 4426. I hope I wrote it right. And I remind you also, it's the same link every week. If you got in this week, you can always get in with the same link. The picture is different, but the link is the same, so everybody can find us. Any questions? Any one niggun to end with? Shibana Beit Midrash. Which niggun do you want?
Shibana Beit Midrash.
Okay, let's go.
Thank you.
Thank you. בימינו ותן חלקנו את תורתך. שיבנה בית המקדש במהרה בימינו ותן חלקנו את תורתך. שיבנה בית המקדש במהרה בימינו ותן חלקנו את תורתך. שיבנה בית המקדש במהרה בימינו ותן חלקנו את תורתך. שיבנה בית המקדש במהרה בימינו ותן חלקנו את תורתך. שיבנה בית המקדש במהרה בימינו ותן חלקנו בתורתך.
מתי קטימה?
Didn't hear you? מתי קטימה? Okay. One more, huh? One last one? Just one more. Like all the good kids. They don't want to go to sleep before another niggun, huh? Yeah, good to see you. Wonderful. And that's it for tonight. I still have a lot of work tonight. It was wonderful having you with us.